Behind every great meal, there is a story. And behind every great recipe, there is a journey. Behind the recipe.
I was born just before the Second World War. My mother liked to cook for a crowd. And during the war, we seemed to have a crowd. One of her sister's husband was overseas, so her sister lived with us most of the time. My grandma came home a whole lot. So we had basically a house full of women, all cooking. Rationing was a really smart thing that the government did. Shortly after war was declared, they started out by rationing sugar and then coffee, meats, and all kinds of fats like butter, things that could be shipped across to Europe, because we were not only supporting the forces in Europe and Asia, but also our allies. Families used to pool their sugar coupons. One of the people who wrote me about her wartime experience said that her whole family gave coupons for her wedding cake. Zebra cake is a recipe that I learned from my grandmother-in-law, and this was one of her favorite desserts. So when I wrote the book about the Second World War, I discovered this recipe in some of the women's magazines and was excited that it was something that had been in our family for so long. It fit so well into the needs of women during the Second World War because they worked away from home, and it was kind of hard to have a really wonderful dinner on the table when everyone came home for it. And this was a great dessert. It was really fast, it's an easy thing, and it is made at least a day ahead. The other important thing about it is that with sugar rationing, manufacturers got a much larger sugar ration than homemakers. So the sweetness in this dessert comes from the cookies that were made by a manufacturer. So the sugar ration didn't have to come from the homemaker's small supply. And that helped a lot. I wanted to write about the recipes, the food that was served during the Second World War, because I think it helps to have people understand what the experience was like.